What's up, gamers? Jebber Gaming Jaws here. How's it going? Hope you guys are doing well. Sunday night right now, and I'm just chilling in my game room. Been playing some Soul Calibur on my Dreamcast for about the last 3.5 hours or so. Um, I've unlocked all but one character, so that's been really, really fun. I'm just loving that. It's kind of ironic that playing the Dreamcast got me thinking about the PlayStation 2 because that was the console of choice for me in that generation at the time when it was all relevant. So, and that got me thinking about a very, very special game, um, and probably the first incredible, amazing game that I got to play on the PlayStation 2. When the PlayStation 2 launched, I have a video about the launch, and I kind of talked about this and that. But when the PS2 launched, the library was kind of missing out on a whole lot. It wasn't too robust. Obviously, that changed over time. It's got one of the best libraries of any console in history now, but for a while there, it was a little sparse. Um, there was a game that came out released by Konami. Um, it was a Hideo Kojima game named Zone of the Enders, and I bought Zone of the Enders for the PlayStation 2. Um, did I buy Zone of the Enders because I was excited about Zone of the Enders? No. Did I play Zone of the Enders and enjoy it? Yeah, it was cool. I actually own the HD remake for the PS3. I haven't played it yet, but I will at some point. The reason that I bought Zone of the Enders though back in the day for 60 bucks or 50 or whatever, yeah, it was 50. Okay, they were 50 back then here in the States. Um, the reason I bought that is because it came with a playable demo disc of Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty, and I just couldn't turn that down. Are you kidding me? There was no price. It was too high. The fact that I got another game along with the demo was great and everything, and that kind of helped me to to feel a little bit better about my purchase. But let's be honest, it was really about the demo. So I got that demo, played the crap out of it. It just increased my hype even more. It was everything that Metal Gear Solid on the PlayStation was. It just enhanced and better, and the graphics were just so gorgeous. Like I just couldn't even contain myself on as far as those graphics go. And honestly, those graphics still look pretty damn good even today. Like that game was beautiful. They were pushing the PS2 to do things that I don't even know how it did it. So super stoked. That was a really fun time. So, anyways, here is a copy. Ooh. This is exactly what we bought back in the day. This is not my original copy, unfortunately, because as you guys know, I never kept anything. But there it is. I picked this up for $2 at Goodwill, complete, in pretty good condition. I was really, it's just amazing to think like how hyped we were for this game, how excited, and now that you can just walk into Goodwill and grab it for nothing, and I don't know, it's just so funny. There's just there's this disconnect there, this dissonance for me. I'm like, how is that possible? Like there was a time when I would have given anything for a demo of the game, you know. Um, we used to pour over screenshots, me and some of my friends, and just look at the everything. The game launched, and I played through it, and it was really, really good. A lot of people, like talk about different things about it being good and bad, but overall, I don't think that I've ever heard anybody say that it's a terrible game. It may be some people's least favorite in the series, and that's probably due to the fact that you don't play a Solid Snake through the whole game. You play Solid Snake early in the game, and then it switches to another character, Raiden, and you play as him for the remainder, which that didn't bother me at all. I was like, the story was great, the characters were great, um, the reasoning behind it, and the way that it all played out, it all made sense to me. So yeah, it was cool. It was really really good. That game, it was the first incredible game that I got to play on the PlayStation 2. It finally like made the PS2 legitimate, um, at least for me. And I was actually, as I was thinking tonight, I thought of a memory that I completely forgot about. Um, I have a huge family reunion that we would always go to when I was a kid, and it was like my cousins, my aunts and uncles, and then like all of my aunts and uncles' cousins, like my mom's cousins, and all of their kids, and there were kind of like all these different clans of family, like just tons and tons of people, and we would rent out this like cottage thing at this campground, and so was very funny because there was generally like I just kind of like stayed with my cousins and like my aunts and uncles, and you know, we kind of stayed separate in our own groups a little bit. Like the adults, they all, you know, did a whole lot, but we were kind of like segregated to our own spots of our own volition. There was just enough of us, I guess. Anyways, that year I brought my PlayStation 2 along with me. I actually plugged in my PS2 um, in the main area of this place on this little TV that was sitting out there, and was playing it, and like boom boom boom, just like all these like extended relatives that I didn't even know, like who were, you know, in their 20s, 30s, 40s, and at the time I was like 12, so they all seemed a lot older than me, and like it was so funny because everybody, all these guys in my family who I didn't know that well, all of a sudden like we were all playing this game. We were just like, you know, looking and trying to find stuff, and we pass it off back and forth to each other, and you know, like I finally got burned out and tired, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go hang out with my cousins. And every time I'd walk through that room, like there was somebody playing the PS2, playing Metal Gear Solid 2, and I just thought it was so funny and so cool. That game actually brought a lot of my relatives together in that way, so that was kind of an awesome experience. Yeah, game was awesome. I actually replayed it again not too long ago on the PS3 HD collection right here, so pretty cool to have. Um, Playing through it again, it made me realize like there were definitely some hefty things that I had forgotten were in the game. I mean, like incest, like crazy things in the story, you know, that they're talking about. Just tons of trauma, war theories, you know, like they did some breaking the fourth wall that I didn't understand at the time for sure. The game is rated mature, and my mom had to go buy the game, you know, for me. Like I wasn't able to buy it myself. And it was actually kind of funny because the guys at Babbage's, it was called at the time, which has been engulfed into the GameStop Emporium or whatever. Um, they tried talking my mom into buying a strategy guide for it, which, you know, they told her like I wouldn't be able to play the game without it. I didn't want a strategy guide for that. I use strategy guides for a lot of games, but Metal Gear, I didn't want one. I kind of wish now that I had it, it would be cool, you know, to have an original. Actually, maybe I should look one up on eBay or something. Okay, a new thing for me to buy. Anyways, um, so I just thought that I would kind of give out some of my memories of playing Metal Gear Solid 2. My friends were into it at the time. We were all playing it. The ones that had PS2s anyway. Man, just such a good game. That series, man, it's just mind blowing. To this day, I get in Metal Gear Solid modes where I just am in the mood to play Metal Gear games. I basically like vacillate real heavy between like role playing games and Metal Gear Solid. So that's kind of just the way I roll, I guess. Um, Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this. If you didn't check out my PS2 launch day memories video, go ahead and give that a listen if you like. The video is not good quality. You can just listen to it and not watch it. Maybe that's the best way to to enjoy it. But that was really fun too when the PlayStation launched. So if you're interested in that sort of thing. Anyways, all right, guys. Peace out. Hope you're having a good one. Later.